The hailstorm that suddenly swept across Beijing caught millions of people off guard. A dull sky quickly darkened, winds stiffened, and within minutes, streets, hutongs, and highways were pelted with a relentless downpour of ice. The storm transformed familiar neighborhoods into slick ribbons of white, leaving residents stunned by the speed and force of nature. Across several districts, people reported hailstones ranging in size from peas to table tennis balls. Gutters overflowed almost instantly, while storm drains clogged as the ice piled up faster than it could melt. Along curbs and sidewalks, ridges of hail rose like the sudden return of winter. The sound was unforgettable, a metallic rattle on rooftops, sharp taps against glass, and heavy thuds as larger stones battered cars, awnings, and balconies. Transport was among the first sectors to suffer. Hazard lights flickered across major ring roads as drivers slowed to maintain traction on icy surfaces. Buses stretched their schedules to allow vehicles more time to pause safely at stops. Although metro services continued underground, several entrances and open plazas were shut temporarily, while crews shoveled hail and cleared pooling water. At airports, flights were delayed as ground crews inspected runways for hail buildup, ensuring passenger safety before resuming departures.
妈的，玻璃给我砸烂！操！
哎呀，干下得很好的哟，可得老婆哟，来了。
In the city's outskirts and surrounding agricultural zones, the losses were severe. Orchards lost young fruit, protective nets tore apart, and plastic greenhouses suffered punctures that exposed delicate crops to sudden cold air. Seedlings were flattened under the weight of ice, and harvest plans were thrown into disarray. For farmers working on narrow margins, minutes of ice undid months of careful planting and preparation. Emergency services were stretched thin, but responded quickly. Calls poured in about collapsed awnings, shattered skylights, and power outages caused by falling branches striking utility lines. Firefighters and rescue teams deployed portable pumps to clear flooded basements and protect electrical rooms from short circuits. Sanitation crews worked side by side with volunteers to push ice off critical corridors, ensuring that ambulances could still move across the city. Meteorologists explained that the storm was fueled by moist surface air lifted by a passing disturbance, combined with strong wind shear and unusually low freezing levels. Inside massive thunderclouds, hailstones circulated in supercooled air until layers built up and gravity forced them down, striking some districts harder than others. Such storms, experts noted, may grow more frequent as climate patterns shift, demanding greater vigilance in cities once thought less vulnerable. Transport agencies are testing new guidance for dynamic speed limits on ring roads and overpasses when hail makes braking more dangerous. Meanwhile, communities are calling for more localized alerts that pair radar signals with clear, actionable instructions for residents. City planners are reviewing building codes for skylights, rooftops, and glass facades, hoping to strengthen them against future impacts. For families, the memory of this storm is deeply personal. The sound of hail drumming on windows, the sudden chill in the air, and the sight of alleys glittering under streetlights will linger long after the streets are cleared. Yet the city's rhythm returned with remarkable speed. Neighbors helped one another with brooms and shovels. Drivers picked up stranded commuters, and shopkeepers swept away slush to prevent accidents. These small acts of solidarity gave the storm's aftermath a sense of unity despite the disruption. But this storm was a sharp reminder that even the most prepared capitals remain vulnerable to fast-forming extremes. Continued investment in forecasting, resilient infrastructure, and community preparedness is essential to reduce risk, shorten recovery, and protect the millions of people who keep the city moving. For Beijing, the hailstorm was not just a sudden disruption. It was a test of resilience, adaptation, and the shared strength of its people.